What is up, my friends, and how's it going? And welcome back to the 21st episode of our Let's Play series as Parthia with your fellow comrade Summary. In the previous episode we had pushed into Massalia, and here we are going to go ahead and jump right into this battle, after which I will give a rundown of everything we have done in the previous episode. See you all in the battle. Alright, welcome to the battle. We are going to go ahead and start the battle, put the battle on fast forward, quickly organize our armies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be a very straightforward and easy battle against Legio 17 Belgica. And go ahead, deselect that. Meanwhile, can also select this, select all our cataphracts, and with that we are ready to push forward. Quickly move up group 2, 3 and 4 up ahead, select all of them and toggle on that skirmish mode. Meanwhile, we can also move up our cavalry in groups 5 and 6 and our generals all the way in the back. We are quickly going to move group 2 up front like so. And group 4 on the other hand can kind of move this way. And slowly but surely just have a look at where the enemy cav is. They just have 2 cavalry units. We are going to push them forward as well. Wonderful. Get all of our heavy cataphracts on this side. Here we go. And our camel cataphracts as well. Push up with group 4. Group 2 can keep pushing behind. Group 3 get into position, and we can slow down the battle over here now that all of our troops are in position. Quickly move back group 2 as this unit is making progress towards group 2. Move back group 3, get group 1 up ahead as well. And we are going to toggle off the fire at will for group 2. I've done some casualties to this cavalry unit. Meanwhile, we are throwing our javelins off our camel cataphracts. Camel cataphracts should absolutely obliterate this unit over here. Meanwhile, group 4, things are looking good. We are going to push back our center and keep our general in place. Quickly move up group 2 as well. Move our camel cataphracts out of there. They have done their job, dealt with the enemy unit. Meanwhile, our general can go ahead, inspire the entire center, keep pulling them behind. Group 4 might get targeted over here, so we are going to move our regular cataphracts in order to deal with that. Pull group 4 a little bit behind. Meanwhile, group 2 can go ahead and reposition, turn on the fire at will once again, move back with group 3. Wonderful. And group 4, you can turn off your fire at will. Meanwhile, all of our cataphracts can charge into the enemy general unit. With that should be the end of the enemy. And as can be seen, they are losing decisively, taking a lot of casualties. Nicean cav are just simply OP. They are the best cav in the game, bar none. Meanwhile, this cavalry seems to be interested in joining the fight again, so we are going to move ahead. We are going to move ahead with group 4 as well. Group 2 come up. And we can send all of these cataphract units to deal with that unit. Meanwhile, group 4, you can go ahead, toggle on your fire at will. Get into position. Haven't lost a single unit so far, I believe. I'm going to keep moving back, get our generals back as well. Go ahead, inspire. Meanwhile, over here we can charge into that archer unit. They will try their level best to run towards a melee unit for support. However, they will not be able to get there in time. And with that, we quite easily wipe out this archer unit. Keep going ahead. Get group 4 into position. Group 2, you can pull back, toggle off your fire at will. Group 3, meanwhile, I want you to keep pulling back. And group 1 of generals, you can also keep pushing behind. Group 2, hurry up. Big damage here. Group 3, you can go ahead and start charging. General, go ahead, start charging. All of these units are kind of isolated from their melee units, so we can go ahead and attack them. These archers will be looking to go behind as fast as they can. Some of them will get caught, some of them might not get caught. However, regardless, we are going to keep pushing in our charge. Move back with all of our units. We are catching up with the melee units, so we are going to pull up behind. And also pull up group 3 behind. In an attempt to defeat the enemy. I've started to lose some units, although not that many. Go ahead. Push up group 2, and you can also push up group 4. Meanwhile, group 3, you are taking still some further casualties. Keep coming behind, please. And with that, it seems like a pretty easy battle. We have a lot of ammunition left. We should be able to deal with the enemy unit quite easily. Go ahead, pull up behind group 3, keep pulling back. General as well. And as you can see, the enemy is slowly being whittled down. There's pretty much nothing you can do against horse archer armies. They are just absolutely devastating to a predominantly melee infantry army. And over here we are nearly done routing these units. These units turn about, show their backs towards us. And as such, they have taken some pretty massive volleys. And with that, we have won the battle, so I will see you all in the campaign. Down goes Legio 17 Belgica. We are gonna go ahead and enslave all the captives. Meanwhile, we could also attack Massalia. The auto-resolve is looking extremely good, so I am going to go ahead auto-resolve this. And we are going to go ahead and peacefully occupy the settlement so that we replenish within the next turn. And what we are also going to do is we could move our armies up ahead over here. Move our other army over. The other army is stuck in position. And it seems like we can then continue pushing into Narbo and Tolosa, and by doing so we will be able to cut off the Romans from Iberia and pretty much isolate Gallia, so that's great. And I think with that I can go ahead and actually end the turn. It was pretty much the last thing I had to do in the turn. And yes, I am going to go ahead and end the turn, and I will see you all in the next turn. Welcome to the next turn. Some of our characters have leveled up. We have sold a settlement to a client state. We are going to go ahead and move our army towards Eol to protect that. Meanwhile, our other army can move forward. However, this Roman fleet could attack Carthagast. That is a problem, so we are going to just stay and defend Carthagast. In the end turn, Carthagast dumped all of their armies towards trying to attack that fleet. Pretty stupid move. However, I'm not going to complain because they are doing a little bit of our job for us. Meanwhile, over here we can go ahead and begin to recruit some ships, and it will take us about one turn in order to do so. What I also want to do is actually get perhaps another navy. We might need that quite soon enough. And over here, a quick look at Euphranta's garrison. Euphranta's garrison is looking good. Carthaginian militia. So we are going to move towards LPQY. Sell the province to the Phoenike. There we go. Selling the province of LPQY. Wonderful. Meanwhile, this army over here can continue to push south into Demidi. Try to capture the settlement. And this is an easy battle. I am going to go ahead and fight it, and I will see you all after the battle. And down goes the garrison of Demidi. We have kicked the Romans out of Numidia, and we are going to go ahead and simply occupy the settlement. Things are looking good. We can go out of the settlement as well. And in the next turn, we do want to go ahead and perhaps slightly forward, but not too far ahead, so that we can still reinforce Eol. And in the next turn, we're going to sell Demidi to the Musulami. And with that, I think I can go ahead and end the turn, but I'm going to see here real quick if I can reach with my army. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I'm able to do that, so I will just go ahead, attack the settlement of Alalia. I will not show this battle. It's not a great battle. And I will see you once the battle is done. And down goes the settlement of Alalia. We don't have much to do here, so we can go ahead and loot the settlement. Meanwhile, we can go ahead, dismantle all the buildings we don't want, and repair the buildings that we do want to keep. And we can move this unit closer to Alalia. He will take a bit of attrition, and this fleet cannot really get to him. However, this fleet can, so we are going to have to stay in the port for a bit longer. And with that, I am ready to go ahead and end the turn, but very quickly we're going to check all the provinces that we can level up. And Africa seems to be fine. Meanwhile, we are going to improve the buildings over here. Okay, things are looking good. Over here, we can improve that building as well. And we have kind of leveled up over here, so we are going to go ahead, build up that building. And we could build a Eastern Spice Trader. It does give 40% wealth from all commerce and another 650 wealth from local commerce. I wonder if we can build just 200 wealth from culture, agriculture. Yes, definitely. We could go for the tax harvesting. This gives wealth from all commerce. Alright, so let's actually go ahead and build the city center, since we know for sure that's a building we definitely want. Meanwhile, across our empire, we are slowly building up, and things are looking quite good. Nothing much to spend on, really. We are making 228,000 per turn. With, of course, Egyptos and Asia getting in 134 and 114 each. Meanwhile, down here in the south, in Magna Graecia, we can move our two horde-based armies up to the north to reinforce at Massalia. Quickly go ahead. The general over here has also leveled up, so we are going to get some horde skills for him. Move him up quickly towards Massalia. Finally, we can remove this unit from its patrol stance and push towards Syracuse. Meanwhile, our fleet over here is kind of leveling up as well. What we do want to do, however, is we could attack this army and then come back. That should help reduce the settlement population severely. So do we actually want to go ahead and do that? And I think we do. So we are going to go ahead and attack this army over here, and I will see you all in the battle. Actually, there's no need. I can just auto-resolve this one. Gonna go ahead quickly auto-resolve it. Lose, of course, our melee units. And we can't really get away from this settlement. That is unfortunate. So we are gonna have to put both of our armies in the middle so that it can reinforce either settlement. Over here it can reinforce Panormos as well as Acrogas. That's the best thing we can do, and what we can do is actually attack this settlement. Go ahead, take that auto-resolve. And things are looking good, so we are going to go ahead and simply occupy the settlement for some replenishment rate. Go ahead and convert all the buildings. Meanwhile, demolish all the buildings we do not require. And with that, we are ready to go ahead and end the turn. And what we need desperately is to get an edict that we can use. Jerusalem is nearly leveled up. Get a sell slaves edict going on over here. Meanwhile, the culture is slowly converting. Cisalpine Gaul is already Parni culture. Meanwhile, in Latium, we are slowly gaining cultural conversion, and in about 10 to 20 turns, we should be able to have our maximum culture of Parni. Meanwhile, in Magna Graecia, things are a little bit slower. However, the dignitary is making its way across to Latium. And with that, we can go ahead, end the turn, and I will see you all in the next turn. Welcome back to the next turn. And our armies over here have slightly replenished. Meanwhile, we could go ahead and get slightly closer to Narbonensis. And hopefully this army attacks us. We are fully recruited up over here, which is good. Our other army is slowly going to make its way up to Massalia. Meanwhile, this army over here is going to go ahead, start to deploy. See, we have 3 Roman legionaries up north. That is a slight problem. However, nothing we can't handle. What we are going to do is we are also going to move our fleet back. We're going to have to deal with some of the Roman fleets as best as we can. That's going to be a slight challenge. Go ahead, build up that settlement. We are going to move this army back to Akragas for some replenishment under our Shahanshah. And we are going to remove this army as well. Get it into Panormos. And we are going to go ahead and deploy this dignitary in that province. Move this army into Syracuse. Wonderful. And we are also going to move our dignitary into Latium. Great, with that we can go ahead and upgrade our settlements. Very quick look over here as to what we can and cannot build. And it seems for the most part our provinces are doing quite fine. With the exception of Mada, we can go ahead upgrade those temples. And apart from that, everything else seems to be fine. We can upgrade this building, convert this building, build a temple and the resource building as well. Upgrade the temples over here. And quick look at the garrison in LPQY. It is quite low, so we are going to wait a couple more turns in order to give them some, you know, well, the garrison in Karthadash looks weak as well. What we are going to do is keep marching Horde 7 Egyptos towards Siga. Keep moving our spies up ahead in order to get some line of sight. Looks like nothing's going on in Rutubis. We are going to move also into Hispana. And we are going to move our other army towards Eol to kind of defend it. It's got a pretty weak garrison. And with that, I think I am ready to go ahead and end the turn. Nothing much else to do in this turn. Just perhaps level up a few characters if they have leveled up. Meanwhile, economy is still looking fine. Egypt making a good amount of money, and in about 5 turns it will be making even more money. However, with that, I think I can go ahead and end the turn, and I will see you all in the next turn. Alright, welcome to the next turn. The mission is successful. Certain of our provinces have gained up in population, so we are going to go ahead and upgrade the settlements. Well, over here we can build a farm, have a quick look at all of our settlements, make sure that they are making some good amount of income. Go ahead, keep upgrading our settlements. And it seems like over here we can go for the Eastern Spice Trader. Okay. And with that we are done completely upgrading our settlements. Meanwhile, the population in LPQY, the garrison is still looking a little bit weak, so we are going to have to stay there for a while. Gonna move our fleet up towards Akragas. Over here we do have a Roman fleet that is taking a bit of casualties. We're gonna completely ignore it. And what we are gonna try to do is get up to this other Roman fleet. Meanwhile over here, one of the people did manage to attack Narbo. However, they were unsuccessful. And as such, Narbonensis actually doesn't have a lot of troops lost, so unfortunately can't really attack them. However, our other horde armies are making their way slowly up to Massalia. Meanwhile over here in Africa things are looking better. Eol is almost full with its garrison. And we are going to go ahead and give Demidi to the Musalimi. And with that, the Musalimi will own the entire province of Numidia. And what we're going to do in turn is we are going to go ahead, attack Siga. And can auto-resolve over here. Hopefully I don't lose any cataphract units, that is great. And we are going to loot the settlement. We're going to sit in here for a couple of turns. I'm going to go ahead and just leave the buildings as is. Meanwhile, I am going to move my spy up to the north into Iberia. We really need to rush into Iberia because our satrapy is on the back foot and very soon they could be wiped out if we are not careful. Meanwhile, this army can attack me, and can the other army attack me as well? No. What about this army? Cannot really attack me, so the idea is to move this army towards Legio 8 Pretensis. Take it out. Meanwhile, this guy over here can't really go all the way, so that is unfortunate. And with that, there is nothing much else left to do in this turn apart from level up a few characters. And we can get some improvement in our diplomatic standing as well. As well as Horde 5 Asia can go ahead and level up. Get some Horde based skills. Wonderful. And with that I am ready to end the turn once more, and I will see you all in the next turn. Okay, so here we are. The Romans have attacked us in the battle. We are going to save and jump into the battle. And if we win this battle quite decisively, should be easily able to conquer Narbonensis. So without any further ado, I'm gonna hop into the battle and I will see you all in the battle. And here we have yet another battle with Legio 8 Fretensis. The Romans are throwing their legions against us. And I'm gonna go ahead and fight this battle, and I will see you all in the battle. Welcome to the battle. The Romans have decided to attack us during the fog. This is a slight disadvantage for us because we are missile troops predominantly. So it is going to be a little bit hard for us. However, not too hard. We are a horse archer army and we can dispatch the Roman units quite effectively. This is a pretty much remnants of a Polybian style troop. Quickly gonna go ahead and slow down the battle. Meanwhile, our general can inspire all the troops that he possibly can. We do have a very light cavalry unit over here. We're going to pull back. Try to intercept with our own cavalry. Meanwhile, over here on the left flank, things are looking quite good. Keep moving our troops around. And over here we should have a good charge into the cavalry, and you can see we're already taking a significant amount of losses. The light cavalry will not be able to do anything against our heavy Nicaean horse cavalry, and they are already routing. We are going to pull our horse cavalry behind. Meanwhile, over here our center is holding quite good. Our left flank is also holding quite good. We are going to go ahead, quickly turn off that fire at will. That cavalry is busy routing. We are going to move Group 4 up ahead. Group 3 is doing quite well. Meanwhile, we are going to move our cataphracts behind and away from the enemy. Move Group 2, our left flank, closer to the battle. Once they get close enough, we can engage that fire at will once more. And now they are close enough, so we are going to engage that fire at will. A quick look at Group 3. Things are looking quite good. Group 4, meanwhile, you're going to pull back. And our cataphracts are going to make another pass at that very light shock cavalry. That shock cavalry shouldn't be able to do much against us. Move our cataphracts further behind. And the cataphracts have done quite well against this unit. However, the general is also charging at us. We are going to charge back at the general. Hopefully we get some charge damage off. And we do manage to get a decent amount of charge damage against the enemy general. And he should lose decisively as well. Meanwhile, Group 3 is slowly getting caught up to, so we are going to move them further behind. Group 2 as well is getting caught up to. We are going to keep moving them behind. Our cataphracts over here, busy dealing with the general. We are going to move them out of the situation because the enemy general has decided to flee. And Group 4 can pull back. Cataphracts can once again charge. They do want to charge at Group 4, so we are going to charge back. And although this is not Nicaean cavalry, they are extremely heavy cavalry, so they should be easily able to deal with the enemy general.
The enemy general is
Quick look at Group 3. It is slowly getting caught up to, so we are going to pull it behind. Cataphracts are also getting caught up to. Over here, our horse archer units are slowly encircling the enemy unit. So very soon we are going to be able to charge into the enemy unit from all sides. Group 4, quickly, what's going on with you? Perfect, we are going to move you up across. Our cataphracts here and here. Group 3. Okay. Move our cataphracts away from the spear units. They're going to get caught up to. And we are going to move them sideways, both of them, in and around the spear unit. Meanwhile, we can charge with these units, pull these units behind. And it's a little bit hard to see what exactly is going on because, of course, of the fog. Really can't tell which are my units and which are the enemy units. Go ahead, charge with our cataphracts. And we're going to keep pulling these units behind. Well, keep pulling, keep pulling. Go ahead and charge at these units. We're going to go ahead, charge here. Group 2, I think you are done. I'm going to come a bit closer. Group 3, I think you're getting caught up to. Our general actually got caught up to, so that's not good. We are going to go ahead and attack these units. Hopefully try to wipe them out. Change course. Attack this unit. Meanwhile, Group 4 is slowly whittling down the enemy. We are going to move our cataphracts here to either sides of the enemy unit. Have a quick look at Group 5. Can move Group 5 as well. Group 3, you can move back. Maybe in that direction. General as well. Group 5, you can charge into that unit. That unit should take some significant amount of damage. As well as this other unit can charge with group 3. Meanwhile over here,
turning in our favor.
2 our cataphracts can charge on multiple directions. And with that, it looks like we are winning the battle. We are going to go ahead, pull back our cataphract units. They've taken a significant amount of damage. Group 3 as well can come back. The general can turn around. Group 2, you're looking good. Come forward, fire all your missiles. We are going to fast forward it over here. Meanwhile, Group 4 can also toggle off their fire at will. And with that, we have won the battle, and I will see you all in the campaign. Yet another Roman legion defeated and enslaved. They will march slightly behind, however, they won't get far enough from us. In the next turn, we should be able to wipe it out, and we will do so promptly. Welcome back to the next turn. We have completed our research in tactical drills, and we have sold the final settlement in Numidia to our client state. So our client state, the Musulami, is full. I do apologize, I did not manage to record this battle. However, I did wipe out that legion and pretty much left Narbo with a single unit. We are going to go ahead and auto-resolve the battle. Quite an easy auto-resolve. And with that, we have conquered the settlement of Narbo. Going to go ahead, peacefully occupy the settlement, and we are going to march up north towards Tolosa. And it is a garrison battle. I am going to fight the battle. However, I will see you all after the battle is done. And down goes the settlement of Tolosa. We have completed the conquest of the province of Narbonensis. We are going to go ahead, peacefully occupy the settlement. And nothing much we can do here. We're just going to sit tight in this province. And ideally, I want to release Nemesis as an Averni faction. And over here, our characters have leveled up, so we are going to go get that replenishment rate. And I don't want to upgrade my characters in this turn. I want to upgrade them in the next turn, because I will also get the shield smith or the weaponsmith. Quickly go ahead, auto-resolve this battle, get rid of that legion. Perfect. And we are going to just sit over here. The Roman army cannot reach us. We can actually just move further down south over here. Keep moving our other main army towards Tarraco. Try to help our vassal as quickly as we can. Move our spy as well down to the region. And we can go ahead and move our other army as well towards Massalia. And things are looking quite good over here. Have a quick look at our provinces, what we can level up and what we can't. Can level up the settlement of Roma. Can also get a food over here and here. That should solve our food situation. Although we don't have a major food situation on our hands. Meanwhile, we can build yet another temple over here. Jerusalem. Things are looking quite good. Mesopotamia has also reached 60% Parni culture. Can go ahead, build a grain pit or a granary over there. And we are going to go ahead, demolish this building, convert this building, demolish these buildings, and demolish this building. I want to convert this into a fishing port, rather. And perfect. We can go ahead and demolish this building, yes. And we are going to sit in here a couple of turns until we replenish. Meanwhile, have a quick look at our technology. We can research the Nicaean breeder, however, I don't want to do that. What I want to do is actually improve the ramming capacity of my ships. We are going to go ahead and do that because very soon we're going to have to face off against the Roman navy. Meanwhile, over here we can attack the Syracusean navy. And it does retreat. And unfortunately, by doing that, I've caught myself in a weird position over here. The Roman fleet can chase me. It's not very good. However, let's see how that goes. And with that, I think I can go ahead and end the turn. Just a quick look at LPQY. They're slowly gaining some garrison, so nothing much we can do about it for now. And we have to go ahead and end the turn, and I will see you all in the next turn right after I upgrade some of my characters. This character is done completely leveling up, so we can get that extra campaign movement, extra melee defense skill as well for all the cavalry, improve the movement as well as the archery. Go ahead into Horde Italia, and we can get some of those skills that are crucial for a nomadic horse archer army. And things are looking quite decent for now. Meanwhile, our army over here has also fully replenished, so that is good. And the main objective is to try to get our siege army down towards Karalis. However, I can't quite do that yet, as the center of the African Sea is patrolled by a lot of Roman vessels. However, with that, I am going to go ahead and end the turn, and I will see you all in the next turn. Alright, welcome to the next turn. We have researched improved ramming. And we have some attrition report. However, it's all garrison army, so I don't really care that much. Meanwhile, we can go ahead and upgrade all of our units. As you can see, they have the maximum level of weapons and armor. 53 armor for these units. Quick look at 66 armor for the cataphracts. That is pretty insane. And what we are going to do is we are going to march towards Nemesis. Move a couple of these armies. Army 8 Italia. Upgrade him. Stick to Gallia. Army 8 Gallia. And we are going to move our armies towards Nemesis. Go ahead, move the other army as well. Hopefully we'll be able to reinforce. Wonderful. And quick look at our spies and where they are exactly. We have a spy over here. We are going to move him towards Nemesis. They do have another Roman army here, so we could have a pretty big battle on our hands. What we are going to do is retreat back across if we can. And this should prevent the Romans from coming out and meeting us. They still can, however, it is what it is. We are going to try our level best to take the fight to the Romans, and we are going to start by conquering our first settlement in Tyros, in Iberia, which is basically Tarraco. Quick look at the garrison in LPQY. It's looking slightly better. However, I don't think it's good enough to deal with the Roman Navy. Speaking of the Roman Navy, we could attack this Roman Navy over here. We are going to go ahead and do that. Could be very risky. They have incredibly powerful ships over here. Quadrirem. Bunch of quadrirems. Veterani Classici. However, let's go ahead, hop into the battle, see how things go. And we might get our asses handed to us over here, but I'm willing to try. I mean, we should break these Romans sooner or later. Alright, here we are in the battle. Things might not go too well for us. However, let us try our level best to deal with this Roman fleet. And the thing is, they do have much greater ships than us. And what I have done is put 2 extra ships in the front line so that we can match the Roman formation. And quick look at their health. Their health is insane. However, once our ships get close enough, perhaps we can attack them. Alright. These ships can go in here. Go ahead, attack over there. Hurry up. Keep attacking. Keep attacking. Keep attacking. Keep attacking. You can go ahead, keep hitting this unit. Keep hitting them. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. We have managed to sink 1 ship. We have managed to sink a few more ships. We need to keep hitting these ships. Good.
One of our ships is being boarded.
And keep hitting these ships, come on. Keep hitting them. Nice, we have sunk their major ships, so that is good news. Meanwhile, these 3 ships can come over here real quick. Oh no, 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 our general. Go ahead, just hit that unit. Okay, our general managed to hit that unit. That is good news. I'm gonna go ahead. Keep hitting this unit. Go ahead, hit that unit. And you're gonna go here. Ah, this is not looking good for our general. Keep moving him. No, why is he stuck? Can't afford to lose this general. Move all our ships over here. Absolutely need you to help out. Come on, keep hitting. Good stuff. You are gonna keep hitting here. All of you keep hitting this unit. Go ahead. Okay, we need to keep moving this general. Okay, finally he moves. Encourage everyone. Go ahead, hit that unit. You're gonna come here, hit this unit. Wonderful. Go ahead, keep hitting all of these units.
An entire unit has perished.
And our general has done quite well over here. He is being chased by that unit. We have to make sure that our general doesn't get caught up over here. Wonderful. We want to hit this unit. Go ahead, break it. And the Roman fleet is in retreat. Go ahead, quickly ram into that unit. We are going to continue the battle. Hopefully hit some Roman ships. Took a significant amount of damage.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shame.
Okay, keep hitting this ship. Nice, and with that we have won the battle. And I will see you all in the campaign. Alright, down goes the Roman fleet. We have managed to kill 1 fleet. So that is good news. We are going to go ahead, lave all the captives. We can't really attack the other fleet. What we are going to do is just dock our fleet over here for now. And in about a couple of turns, we should get better ramming ability. These ships are incredibly weak. What we want to do is actually try our level best to move across. Fortunately, we can't, but what we can do is we can move this army back into the port, into the city, and we can recruit yet another fleet. So I am going to go ahead and do that because that is the absolute need of the hour. And we are going to take our youngest Arsacid. There we go. Dadenham. Raise a fleet. And you are going to be Navy 2. Navy 2. Italia. And I am going to put you in Genoa and you're going to start recruiting up some units. Alright, you can get these ships. Really great. Good stuff. And with that, I think I am ready to go ahead and end the turn. I just want to have a quick look at all my provinces and what I can and cannot level up. Wonderful. Beautiful. Okay, things are looking quite good. And yes, we are completely leveled up over here, so we can go ahead and end the turn, and I will see you all in the next turn. Meanwhile, we are going to go ahead and level up our armies as quickly as we can. Let's go ahead. We need to level up some units as well. ahead. And now we're gonna level up all of our armies. Horde 6 Libya. You're not in friendly territory, however, you look to be quite well defended, so I am gonna leave you be, and march Horde 6 Libya towards Siga. Patishphai, Army 2 Mesopotamia. You're not looking good, so I'm gonna march you down towards Tapsos. Kinda try to upgrade you. Horde 5 Asia. Go ahead, upgrade you. Army 1 Parthia. Go ahead, upgrade you. Horde 7 Egyptos. You are upgraded. Army 4 Italia. You are all the way over there. Horde 1, I can upgrade you as well. Horde 8 Italia, you're already upgraded. Horde 2 Parsa, also upgraded. Horde 3 Mesopotamia. Need to upgrade you. Horde 4 Syria, you're fine. Horde 10 Gallia, you're fine. And Horde 9, you are waiting. Meanwhile, even our governor generals can level up. It's not necessary to do so, but I am going to do it anyway. Perfect, and with that I can go ahead, end the turn, and I will see you all in the next turn. Alright, the Romans have decided to attack me. I'm going to go ahead and just auto-resolve this one. Not a big deal. Hopefully we don't lose any of our cataphract units, and of course we have. I'm just simply going to enslave all the captives. I'm gonna march these armies back towards Italy, since Italy is the province in which we can get some more units. Meanwhile, over here we are being attacked. Where are we exactly? This is Army 4 Italia. Where is this? Is this the garrison of Tarraco? I guess it is. We are going to slightly retreat. We're going to attack them in the next turn. Welcome back to the next turn. We are going to attend the rival banquet. And one of our political party members has died of natural causes. Meanwhile, a lot has happened over here in the end turn. Could push up and attack the Romans. However, I'm not comfortable doing that. What I am going to do is I am going to do a tactical retreat over here. Retreat with yet another army. Move up with Horde 8 Italia. And now these armies can kind of collaborate in order to exchange some troops. Go ahead, take one of the cataphract units, hop into the settlement. Now we can just send one army on its way back to Italia. And we are going to put him into the port over here, that he can do it in the next turn. Meanwhile, our fleet over here is going to attempt to sail north. We do have another admiral fleet over there in the north. The Romans are playing very smart, and we are going to stick as close to the coastline as we can in an attempt to avoid being in the range of that fleet. And then the next turn we can probably move into attacking range of that fleet. Let's go ahead quickly recruit up our second fleet as well. Alright, things are looking pretty bad over here up north. The Romans seem to be pushing towards Octoduran, and if they do, they will be able to invade Cisalpine Gaul. That's not good. However, we are dealing with their fleet, and we really need our faction leader to get into this fight, so we are going to keep moving him up ahead. Meanwhile, Army 1 Parthia can also move towards Akragas, perhaps. Try to get try to get into Africa so that we can keep transferring those provinces. Horde 3 Mesopotamia can guard both settlements. Sicily should be quite defendable if we have a fleet in the area. Meanwhile, this Roman fleet's not looking too good. The garrison is meanwhile looking quite good. I could technically just move this army back to Thapsos. Go ahead and transfer the settlement to the Phoenike. And in this turn I can also upgrade this army over here, so that's perfect. Meanwhile, we are going to try our level best to push our armies into Rutubis perhaps. Go down south and try to conquer the settlement. And what we need to do over here is we really need to build the entertainment building. Keep improving Siga. The garrison of Siga is looking quite good, so can actually go ahead and just move our armies down south to attack Rutubis. We can get our army across if we want to in the next turn, and we will go ahead and do that. Meanwhile, over here the Roman army is like completely entrenched, so we are gonna just pull back army for Italia back up north, and the goal is to capture Burdigala instead. Unfortunately, our satrapy is left on his own. We can't really reinforce him for now. However, it is what it is. Let's have a quick look at our settlements, what we can and cannot upgrade. And then we are going to hop into the next turn. And we will go ahead and end the episode in that turn. Alright, welcome to the final turn of this episode. We have completed yet another research. Parties are quite loyal towards us. We are nearly done with completing the research of tactics. However, we are going to focus now on our other military tactics. And meanwhile, this army in Narbo in the port can quickly move towards Arretium. We are going to complete the recruitment of this fleet. Go ahead, build a couple of ships. Meanwhile, this fleet over here can try to engage that Roman fleet. It did try to attack our army at Alalia. And we are going to have to fight this battle, and I will see you all in the battle. Welcome to the battle. Let's go ahead and quickly move all of our ships up ahead. We're going to hit 2 ships per their single boat. Go ahead. Moving, and we also want to hit this ship over here. Meanwhile, these ships can actually go hit that one. You can hit over here. We are going to fast forward a bit, and we are going to play now. And sooner or later, our ramming is a lot stronger now. It's still not strong enough. So we're going to have to quickly keep ramming those ships. Keep ramming the ships. Meanwhile, these ships can come over here. I want to keep ramming these ships. You can go ahead. Wonderful. Keep ramming over here. General, go ahead. Ram those ships. I'm going to continue the battle. Keep ramming a ship. The general is not going to be able to catch up to that ship, and so that ship escapes. Welcome back to the campaign. We have a decisive victory against this fleet. It is going to keep retreating. We unfortunately could not wipe out that last ship. However, it is what it is. And we are going to move our fleet up to the north. Take some ships from this fleet. 5. We have taken 5 ships. Meanwhile, we have also got some tradition, so we are going to increase the health of our ships. The ships are now pretty decent, 780 health. Nothing amazing, but decent nonetheless. We are going to keep recruiting this to full. And over here, we can go ahead and recruit those cataphract units. Couple of them. Wonderful. We are going to go quickly through our provinces. See which provinces we can upgrade. We can upgrade the spicing over there. Meanwhile, over here, things have developed. So we are going to go ahead, build a trading, an outpost for that extra growth rate. Wonderful. We can build yet another temple over there. Improve the settlement as well. Go ahead, keep improving that one as well. Wonderful. And the Phoenike own the entirety of Africa. The province of LPQY, the garrison is slowly replenishing up to its to a decent and respectable level. I don't think this fleet should be able to take the settlement. However, we are going to play it safe. Stay in the area for a bit longer. Meanwhile, we can move this army into Africa. So let's go ahead and move Army 1 into Africa. Wonderful. And we are going to keep moving him towards Siga. Meanwhile, the Romans have backstabbed us and have attacked Siga with another fleet. We are going to go back towards the settlement. Try to take it away from the Romans. We can do so with multiple armies, so we are going to go ahead and do that. For that extra auto-resolve bonus, let's go ahead, quickly do that. And we haven't lost a single cataphract unit. That's good. We are going to simply occupy the settlement. This is quite good as well. Do want to build that entertainment building as well as a barracks. Go ahead, build a fishing port over there. Mauritania will eventually be released. However, what's going up here in the north is that we need to move our army over here. Meanwhile, this army is almost replenished. Quick look at our population, and we don't have enough population, so we're going to pop this army into that settlement and move this army likewise back to this settlement. Wonderful. And with that, we should be able to replenish. Not entirely sure what this army can do. Can perhaps go ahead and sabotage it, preventing its movement. We have failed to do so. And what we are going to do over here is we are probably going to attack Nemesis. And after the battle, I am going to go ahead and release the vassal. And let's go ahead, get some improvement to our characters as well. Darius himself has leveled up, so we can go ahead, get that cultural conversion. That's super important. Satish 1 Alexandria has also leveled up, so we can go ahead, get all of the things we need. And also Horde 7 Egyptos has leveled up. And it is a horde based army, so I do want to focus on that movements as well as the cavalry. So we can start with the cavalry. Then we can work our way for that movement. Meanwhile, the army traditions over here has improved, so we are going to take those extra army traditions. Hopefully replenish within the next turn. Then we want to push towards Tingis. Fortunately, we can't do so in this turn. And once we take out Tingis, then we can finally move into Hispania. It's been quite tough over here. Our offensive against the Romans has slowed down quite a bit. However, I'm not too concerned. We should be able to replenish our fleet. And then we should be able to move Army 3 Syria down towards Caralis, take out the port settlement of Caralis, and end the Roman presence in the sea, after which we should be quite easy. It should be quite easy to deal with the Romans. However, without any further ado, let us go ahead, march a little bit over here, attack these Romans. They will retreat, and then we are going to go in this direction, and I am going to fight this battle. I'm not going to show it, and after the battle I will release the subject state and end the episode. Alright, and down goes the garrison of Nemesis. We are going to go ahead and liberate. Hopefully we get an Averni-like faction over here. And what we are going to do is we are going to ask them to join the war against Roma. Go ahead, get that influence, as well as the cavalry, as well as the ammunition. And yeah, with that I'm pretty much going to end the episode. And we have our Gallic vassal over here. Join the war against Roma, please. Payments. We will not accept. However, I am just going to keep doing the same thing I did with the other factions. And I'm not going to show this because obviously it's going to take forever. And I am just going to end the episode. We are running out of time. We have made some significant progress in this episode. And thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you liked the video, please like the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you are interested for more peace and love.